Compass FM, Emergency Management Officer. Are you for emergency management for the Waimakariri District or the Civil Defence in Waimak?
It's the Waimakariri District.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you're a big cheese.
Well, I'm the underling to my boss, who's Brennan, who's away at the moment, so otherwise he would have been here.
Brennan, yeah, great guy. We've had a couple of chats with Brennan. Hey, anyway, thanks for coming in, Chris. We are promoting on our Facebook page, and we will be doing for the next wee while, about the fact that there has been some changes to or revised tsunami zones. This is one of the reasons why you're having these evenings. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. So there's been some new science modelling done, which was released late last year, and we've now had a chance to look at those, and so now we want to go out and inform the public about where those zones are, what it means for them, especially people living on the coast, and also for those people from the wider community that use the coast for recreation and so forth.
That's everyone.
Yep,
that's
definitely.
Pretty much everyone. Practical ways that people can have a plan and be prepared if things happen. So this is for everyone, is that right?
Correct. Yep. It's not just for those people living in the zones, but obviously that's who it's mainly targeted at. But people who go to Kaipoi, go to Pines Beach, Woodian Beach, Waikuku Beach, and go swimming or whatever.
Yep.
Then it's an opportunity for them to come along, ask some questions, talk to scientists who's going to explain around all how this modelling was done and all that sort of stuff, and then hopefully they'll be better prepared in the event that something does happen.
Have you seen some of the science and the modelling already, so that you can help out with questions and answers at the end?
Yes, so we'll be there. Brennan and myself will be there as well, but we've got the principal science advisor from ECAN who's going to be there, and he will explain all of the science behind it, hopefully in a language that everyone can understand, and an opportunity for people to ask questions of him as well.
That's his name's Justin Cope, and that's a good thing. It's a very important thing to be able to knuckle down or break down some pretty serious science words into language that everyone else can understand. So that's something too. There's different sorts of tsunami sources around North Canterbury.
Yep. So there's three main types. So there's a near source, which basically there is no warning other than the ground shaking, and that is your warning to get out. There's a regional source, which is anything up to an hour, 1 to 3 hours distance from the source until it reaches us. And then there's the distant source, which is our most likely scenario, which is coming from South America.
Okay.
So that's about 15 hours travel time for waves to reach us.
That has actually happened, hasn't it, in the 60s last century?
Correct. And we also had a regional source warning, which was the recent one off the coast of Gisborne.
Okay, true. Also, just thinking about it in 2016, the one at Waiau Way.
Yep.
I mean, I was amazed that there was no tsunami with that.
Yeah, well, that was originally it was based on land, but then it set off a number of other faults, and then with the debris and everything falling off the shelf in Kaikoura, that did create a tsunami wave as well.
Did? Okay, I've just learned something today, because that shelf is the silt on top of that shelf is quite high, isn't it?
Yeah, and then also with the seabed rising up as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay, we've got some meetings coming up, and anyone who's on the coast, and as you pointed out well too, Chris, those that tend to go onto the coastal area around the beaches, how can people find a meeting near them?
So the council website, the council Facebook page will have the dates and times of the meetings and locations. But very quickly, the 12th of May, so next Wednesday at 7 o'clock at the Pegasus School Gym. Mm-hmm. Thursday the 13th of May, Waikuku Beach Hall. Wednesday the 19th of May, 7 o'clock again at the Riverside Church in Kaipoi. And Wednesday the 2nd of June at 7 o'clock, the Kaipoi High School Auditorium. And Thursday the 3rd of June, 7 o'clock at Pines Karaki Hall. Mm-hmm. And then the last one at the Woodian Community Centre on the 19th of June. That one's starting slightly later at 7:30. After that, we will also have some drop-in sessions that we will put together at probably the Kaipoi and Rangiora service centres, where people will have the opportunity, if they've missed any of those meetings, to come along and ask some questions.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. It's you should be able to make at least one of those. We will put that information on our Facebook page, our webpage, and we'll keep telling everyone about it. Chris Field, Emergency Management Officer for the Waimakariri District Council. Appreciate you coming in to spend some time at Compass. It's a pretty important role that you have, and it's a pretty important subject that everyone gets their head around.
Yep, correct.
Fantastic.
Compass FM.